What's up, Caps Nation? Lockie here for the 5th episode of the Coach's Corner. We're joined today by the Under 14 Girls Gold head coach, Nick Spiller. Thanks for joining me.
How you going?
Appreciate it. To start off, we might talk about the Under 14 Girls. Obviously, the SQJBC season is wrapped up. Yep. What are some of the positives and stuff you can take from the season so far?
Some of the player development, we got a few inexperienced players or sort of different levels. So we've had some players come from other associations this year, which has been great. They've really added to the team, and then we've got some girls last year from a few different teams. So the way they've all sort of come together as one, and different levels and different knowledge, and sort of all brought it out on one, has probably been a real positive for us.
Yeah, nice. Obviously now the attention focuses over to state champs. That's coming up. I think it starts next week or the week after.
Yes, yeah, the 7th.
Yeah. So what is, I guess you've had the SQJBC season to see what you've got. What are your focuses then for that week coming up?
I think the main one for us is sort of just play the whole game, sort of play the state champs, because our biggest issue sort of was some games we just wouldn't play the full 40, play really well and then switch off and let teams back in it, unfortunately. So just get on a roll and keep going.
Yeah. And has that been, because I've seen, I guess, Spartans and Logan were the top of your division. Potentially there's going to be some strong teams with Townsville and Cairns. Yep. What do you think makes those teams so successful on the court?
Logan especially are very physical and sort of play as one, where a lot of the other teams aren't used to that physicality. We really stepped up in the second game when we played them, physicality and that sort of thing, which was really good. And Spartans, they just keep going, give 150% the whole game. Ollie, their coach, just stays on top of them and they just keep going and don't let off. So that really helps them, I reckon. Yeah,
I'm familiar with Ollie. He's pretty intense on the court.
Pretty loud, top bloke, but really loud.
Yeah, exactly. You would have seen some stuff of the NBL 1 over the season so far. Obviously, you're fairly familiar with both the men's and the women's group. Have there been anything you've seen so far that you've been impressed with, or anything you've liked so far from either team?
I like with the girls that they're a lot younger than some of the other sides, so they've got quite a few of the sort of younger ones coming through, especially Audrey Fuller. I remember her back in under 16s. She was on my silver team, and before that, and she's really come along through the state programs and stuff. And the guys as well, like with no sort of until the last couple of weeks, they hadn't really had any NBL sort of standard players, but they've brought through sort of a lot of the ones who've stayed the last few years, and Nick Stoddard and those sort of guys have really gone to another level and come along, which has really been great to see.
Yeah, Stoddy's probably my favourite player to watch, just because I don't know, he looks a bit unassuming. Guys from the other team might see him and be, oh no way, but then he'll come out and drop 30 on him.
That's it, so, bit of everything, get to the basket, shoot the shot. It's great to watch.
Yeah. Obviously I think you've coached with V-Dog in the past before. What was that like, and what type of things did you take from his coaching to your coaching now?
That was first few years I actually started coaching rep. I came along as his assistant at junior level, and back in the day I think it was SBL level. So he's very sort of intense on court and sort of in timeouts and sort of trying to get very loud and trying to get the best out of the kids. But then obviously at training and stuff breaks it down and is a lot more calmer. So I try and, especially in training, but even games, timeouts, no matter what happens, sort of try and be calm, stay on top of things. Obviously if you lose it a little bit, it's not really going to help the kids or yourself, so just got to sort of stay on top of everything. Yeah,
it was interesting. Yeah, I was even sitting behind V-Dog's bench on the weekend, and I mean they were up by a bit against Red City, and he did not let up.
No,
he wanted to go the full 40.
Everyone's different. It's a good thing. So
it's interesting. For the under, well, I guess for coaching that age group, you've been in the under 14s for a while now. What do you think are some of the qualities a coach at that level needs to have in order to, make a successful team?
So 14s especially, this is my third year of 14s. Skill development, because you've got a lot of the 12s. I've got 2 bottom ages this year, a lot of the 12s coming up, but also being able to adapt to different situations or different levels. It's so much different, I've found, to 16s. Just with the maturity, but age, sort of everything out on court. So just being able to adapt, not as intense or sort of full into them. But just be out there, teach them what you can know.
Yeah. And then say if you were going to create the ultimate under 14s girl player, what skills would they need to have, or what mentality would they need to have?
Definitely, obviously, height. Not that it's a school level, but that always helps.
Can't teach height.
No, height, physicality, athleticism. But I found with a few of the teams, obviously, being able to compete inside, that's a real big one, especially at under 14s, because not many teams or players know how to stop that at the moment because of their age, or they haven't been used to it. So especially inside, but also being able to mix it up. Like, there is some kids who can shoot the outside shot, but then there's a lot of kids who can't. So if you can mix that up, it's a lot harder to mark in and out. So
that's awesome. Hopefully the weekend state champs in Mackay does you well. Hopefully you can come through with a couple wins, and hopefully the girls all are ready for, I guess, the transition into 16s after, or another year of 14s. So look forward to keeping track of it all, and hopefully you go well.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Thanks.